This video is called Patterns. The mind, the ego, the subconscious construct is often referred to as the Great Trickster. I want you to give yours a silly name, nothing bad, something that doesn't have a lot of weight to it either, so that every time you catch yourself being tricked, you can say, not this time, Simba. I'm in charge here. Remember, don't take anything seriously. The subconscious mind is a labyrinth of lies disguised as truths, of memories weighted with emotion and many tricks. It is your job to look for the repeated patterns in your life. It is your mission to not be fooled by the trickster and see where it is keeping you back from becoming the best you. But first, how is this maze built? What creates the patterns in your life? What tools are you currently using to shape your personality? When something bad happens, do you use guilt or shame to make sure it doesn't happen again? When you have something important to do you use procrastination or fear to sabotage yourself? Are these negative tools used as motivators? Sit back and analyze your current life and the mistakes you've made and the things you've missed out on, the things you're holding yourself back from. Look for those songs you've been playing in your head, the doubt, the negativity that you've repeated over the years. Most importantly, the excuses you've been telling yourself on why you don't need to follow along this program and the basics of the foundation. You better be doing the foundational work. Pause this video and think about these things for a few moments. Next, think about everything you've achieved, from school to sports to work. If you have kids, if you have had relationships, if you've learned a new skill, how did you do it? Think about this one especially deeply because it is how you've managed to motivate yourself. Do you motivate yourself with a carrot at the end of the stick, with your eyes on the prize? Or are you like most people suffering and perhaps you motivate yourself with guilt or fear? Perhaps you use the fall to create a rise. Maybe you get too drunk. You feel like garbage the next day, then hate yourself for another day, and then work like crazy to feel accomplished and productive for a few days, only to race for the weekend and repeat the same horrible process again and again. Another common pattern I see is where one will feel terrible, take their fear and their anger and their frustration out on those closest to them. Then, of course, they feel terrible and do everything they can to mend the wounds that they've caused, only to repeat the scenario once they start not to feel well again. Remember the orange story. What comes out of us is what's already inside. Are you addicted to feeling badly? I really want you to think about this one. Resonate these words again and again in your head. Am I addicted to feeling badly? Notice how this is horizontal, this up and down without growth, like a heart monitor. Life might be a series of ups and downs. Maybe you've managed to add an incline here and there, but if you're using these negative motivators, your line is more horizontal than it needs to be. As you uncover your patterns, you will discover what your limiting beliefs are. And as an exercise, I want you to write down your limiting beliefs. These are the beliefs you have about yourself that are holding you back. Remember that you need to look at these things with less weight. These characteristics, they belong to Simba, your ego. These are not who you really are anymore, and we are going to work these out of your system. So write them down lightly and smile as you do.